Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So right now you are just raw and all up in my face, uncut and just putting it all out there. But it's cool because I ain't never scared, because today we're going to be talking about the most question. This has to be like the most plagued question, I guess, that's just out there in the beauty community that you guys have asked me for tips on, and that is large pores. Just anything regarding large pores, how to hide them, why, who, what, where, and when. Okay, basically. So if you don't know what pores are basically like a minute opening in the skin that think of it as a gateway. It lets things in, okay? When pores are inflamed, that is what makes them appear more larger. They're full, they're junky. Think of it like a trash can. Trash can's got junk in it. Trash can needs to be emptied. You can't see the trash can when it's not full, is it? Pores are dirt and impurities. Keep your hands off your face. Your hands are dirty. They pick up germs. You shake hands with people. You touch doors, money. You could not be putting, like, it couldn't be worse for your skin than putting your dirty hands, you know, all that dirt and impurities back on your face. The Clarisonic device is my holy grail for pores. Like, when I feel like my pores are just, she acting up, I go for my Clarisonic, and seriously, it clears it right up. I really like to concentrate that in that area. If you guys don't know what a Clarisonic is, this is a deep cleanser. I have zero experience with the other versions of the Clarisonic that are out there on the market right now. I can only talk about what I've used personally, and I live, swear, and die by the Clarisonic. It just gets your skin squeaky clean without stripping it, and that's what I really love. For all of you guys that are looking for something more quick, cost effective, and you can get in your kitchen cabinet, are lemons. The enzymes in lemons are known to tighten the skin and tighten the pores. And I used to do lemon masks a couple years ago where I would just rub the lemon on my skin and leave it on for about 20 minutes. Sometimes I would sleep with the mask on and then wash it off, and it just sucks the skin. It's like a mini facelift. Just, you have to make sure, because lemon is so citrusy, make sure you keep it away from the eyes. And if you have sensitive skin, you guys, when you guys watch my skincare videos, you're like, that's gonna tear my... Okay, not everybody has sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so these are techniques that work for me. If you have sensitive skin, please, if you're even interested in dabbling with this, if you're willing to take that risk, at your own risk, you have to test the skin first. Another tip, a little bit more on the safer side, if your skin is sensitive, is using an ice cube. If you run an ice cube on the skin for about 15 to 30 seconds, just like with a cold water rinse on the hair, tightens the pores and closes those pores in the hair, cuticle, otherwise known as cuticle in the hair, it's the same effect on the skin. It tightens the skin, it firms the skin, it just instantly sucks it in. How you apply your products means mountains with pores. Okay, when you have large pores, we're not swiping, okay? You have to use a primer. You have to use a primer. Think of your pores as a valley, okay? Pretending like as a valley that needs to be filled, okay? We're gonna fill it like spackle. So you have to use a primer. There's no questions asked. Think of the primer as that barrier that's gonna make sure your foundation is flat on a flat surface, okay? So it's not settling in. Now, my primers of choice, I prefer primers that are more moussey, buttery, that silicone texture. One of my favorites in particular, specifically for pores, is actually the POREfessional from Benefit. This gets the job done. A little bit goes a long way. When you feel it in texture, it just feels like a mousse, you know what I mean? It's not like a liquid. I'm gonna show you this side of my face because the pores on this side of my face are a teensy bit bigger, and I have the primer in my hand, very small amount, okay? Now, watch me put in work. I am stippling that into my skin. We're filling those holes, okay? This is everything. This is the quickest. If you don't have lemon, if you don't have ice, if you don't have the Clarisonic, this is your quick fix. And you don't have to use the POREfessional. If you have another primer that really works to fill pores, use it. You don't have to use exactly what I use. I'm showing you the technique of how I'm doing this. All I'm doing is patting that in. It may not completely diminish the pores, but I guarantee you, once you pop that foundation on, you will not see pores. You will not see pores. Look at how much of a huge difference that was. Okay guys, so those are my tips on how you can minimize enlarged pores. Let's just do a quick recap. First tip is always keep your hands clean and off the face. No more dirt, no more impurities. 2, treat the pores by using a deep cleansing device such as a Clarisonic or any other electronic device that you love using for deep cleansing. You can use an ice cube or the lemon method to help tighten those already enlarged pores. And 3, when you are in the applying makeup stage and you still have those pores, you're still trying to deal with them, you're trying to hide them, always use a primer. Always dab that primer into the pores to fill them and smooth them out, and just make sure that you don't smear or smudge or do anything of that nature. One tip that I wanted to include that I forgot to mention earlier, highlighters, depending on where the pores are on the parts of the face. Usually for me, I typically get them here. So the highlighter that I use, and that is any type of like powder shimmer product, you really want to be careful with those because those can sometimes highlight. Of course, that's their job, is to highlight those areas of the face. So if you are dealing with enlarged pores, you might want to consider staying away from them or applying them in a part of the face where you don't deal with as many pores, or stick to matte highlighters. So those are pretty much the tips that I have on how to minimize and cover enlarged pores. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, of course. I will see you at the next video. Bye!